Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different from the travel content. I'm going to be showing you my Chanel handbag that I purchased on one of my recent trips to Japan. This was a really lifelong goal of mine, and I am so beyond grateful that I managed to save my money, also source the bag because I thought that might be an issue for the price I wanted. And yeah, can't wait to show you guys the bag. So to give you kind of like a background of the type of bag I was looking for, I ideally wanted to find a vintage Chanel Diana bag. I just love that kind of the style of the bag. I think it's really classic. I love that it ties to Princess Diana because Diana used to wear the bag, and I thought it might be in my budget, if not a little bit stretched outside of my budget. But ideally that was kind of like the dream bag I wanted to go and source and find. However, if I couldn't find it or if it was out of budget, then I was kind of searching for a medium-sized bag with like a gold turn lock, not just the CCs closed onto a bag. I'll show some pictures what I mean. They were actually really popular and at some really good prices, but I just kind of wanted the turn lock, like more classic style. So that's kind of what I was going for when I was out there. Wanted a medium size in relatively good condition, but again, my budget wasn't extensive, so I kind of had to see what was out there. So for a bit of context, my budget was around £2,000, and I went to a kind of really well-known area in Osaka to find the vintage Chanel handbags. Well, yeah, you can find vintage bags, but I specifically looking for a vintage Chanel. And this Osaka area was just loads of streets outside with loads of different boutiques. I will actually put down the name of a YouTuber, and I found she did a great video on where to shop, and I literally just went to all the same places she did and found loads of different bags. So I definitely recommend watching that video if you are going to Japan, or if you're just here to see the vintage Chanel bag, then yeah, you don't have to look into that. But from another point just to touch on from Japan, I found that the bag prices in Osaka were a lot cheaper than the ones in Tokyo. So if you are looking to go and planning a trip, I would kind of save or like refrain from buying anything in Tokyo. Then if you wanted a more reasonably priced bag, then I think the prices are a little better in Osaka. However, saying that, if you're looking for like a rare bag or something a little bit different, then Tokyo is probably your best shout. I would say it was higher prices, but then a lot more out there pieces, like one of a kind pieces that you won't get everywhere else. So those are kind of my tips on the different areas. Just one thing I also want to mention is Kyoto. I did find a really nice store there which had insane bags. There's loads of like vintage Dior bags which I thought were really good prices, but I just didn't want to commit at that point because we hadn't been to Osaka yet, and I didn't want to commit to those types of bags if it would kind of blow my budget and I wouldn't be able to purchase a Chanel. So yeah, I did manage to secure my dream bag. So everything on my list, I got a Diana bag, vintage, 24 karat gold, turn lock, yeah, medium size. So without further ado, I will show you the bag. Now, I do want to say, because of my price point, this isn't a grade A condition bag. So they kind of grade them when you're in these stores, so it's like A, B, C, that kind of grading, or A, B. But because of like the price point I wanted, and Diana bags are actually really sought after, I kind of had to be a little bit more, I kind of had to accept that it might not be in perfect condition if I wanted that bag. But this is the bag without further ado. So just to give you a little background, as I said, this is the vintage Diana bag. It comes in two sizes, and I got the medium size. So if there's 5 diamond shapes, then that's medium, and if there's 4, that's the small. And I really liked the size of this handbag. It's in lambskin leather, which means it's so like delicate. And there are a few marks on the bag due to the leather. So yeah, it's lambskin leather. It does have the classic 24 karat gold you kind of see with the little emblem there. And with the Diana bag, you just lift it up and it's one kind of big pocket, like so. You have a zip control, like zip controller, zip pocket there with the little Chanel CCs, and then you also just have like a separate compartment. And this bag also, if you are looking to purchase a bag from this kind of time, this is actually from 1994, which was actually the year my husband was born. So this bag is older than me, which is wild, and in such good condition to say it's that old. But the serial number is in the kind of bottom corner of the bag as well. And then you have the Chanel here, Chanel that written there, and then also made in France. And it's burgundy inside, like so. It comes with, well, it's attached obviously, a long chain strap like this. So you can wear this bag crossbody. And then you can also, with this bag, if you turn this and pull these through, like so. You can also wear it as a shoulder bag, like so, which is great. So it's quite a versatile bag. You can wear it crossbody and also as a shoulder bag. Now, because I did buy this secondhand, vintage, and as I said before, because this was a sought after bag, I actually bought this in, I think it was a grade B condition. I was actually between two bags. One had a very slight mark on the front, which I thought, it was very, very slight, so you could only see it in certain lights, but I decided to get this bag instead, just because the things that were wrong with this bag was the creasing in this corner here. There's a few creases at the back here. But again, just because it's lambskin leather, there's no mega scratches on this bag. No, I can see like a few, but like a lot of the bags when I was out there looking had like really, strong scratches through. And yeah, that kind of put me off. Whereas I think the creasing, I don't mind as much. This definitely will be a bag that I only use on kind of certain occasions. I've got a lot of nieces and nephews who are very young. I will not be taking this bag anywhere near them. Kind of like a dinner bag, and yeah, special occasion bag. I don't think I'll be using this as an everyday bag, just because of the wear, with it being lambskin. I just really want to look after this, and this is just, yeah, it's kind of like a collector's piece. I want to pass it down. I just really want to make sure it's in really good condition. I also would say I need to stuff this bag. So currently it's not got anything in because I took everything out to show you. But when storing it, I do stuff it just so it doesn't lose its shape. I also will say that it came with the authenticity card, which I keep with the bag to ensure that it was authentic. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh yeah, so my budget was £2,000, and I'll be quite realistic. So when I went round the stores, I think the general kind of price point was that wasn't going to be enough. I think we went to 15 stores. My husband had a day. He's quite a good shopper, but yeah, we had to stop for a few like a beer stop, so he could have a drink, because yeah, I think he was getting a little bit impatient towards the end. But yeah, I'd say we went to maybe 15, 16 stores, and there was only 2 stores which had kind of what I was looking for in my price bracket. So this bag was such a large amount of money. Yeah, I still, it makes me feel a bit ill thinking about it, but I actually paid £1,700 or 1,000, I think I've got it actually written down. £1,704.48. Which, yeah, it's a lot of money. But I think this is a bag that's been on my wish list forever. And I was dreaming of this bag since being like finding out about Chanel bags. So I'm just so happy that I've got it, and it'll be in my collection forever. And I think that was a really good price. As I say, you can get ones in A condition out there for a lot cheaper. So sorry, not a lot cheaper, a lot more expensive. But ultimately, I think there was one for 2,300 and it was in pristine condition, but I just think I thought for the price, I was like, I was quite happy with the condition of this bag for 1,700 and it being a lot cheaper. So yeah, this is my bag. I love it, and it's my baby, and I will be looking after it till the end of time. Hopefully I'll be able to pass it down. And yeah, I love that it's the Princess Diana bag, because yeah, she's an icon anyway, and it's the year my husband was born, and yeah, I'm just obsessed. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any other kind of questions about either the specific Diana model, or if you are going to Japan, you want some more tips on sourcing, then yeah, leave me a comment and I'll try and get back to you. Thanks guys.